Welcome to AOE Vision. I'm Inder, and today we take a journey through the pulse of our planet's economy, the way nations earn, trade, build, and innovate. From busy factories in Asia to digital hubs in Silicon Valley, from African farmlands to European service centers, every sector tells a story of opportunity, challenge, and change. Let's connect the dots, because in today's world, every dollar, every idea, and every crop is part of one global heartbeat. The world economy in 2025 is moving at a careful but steady pace. The International Monetary Fund expects global growth at about 3% this year, slightly faster than last year, but still modest compared to the boom years of the past. Advanced economies like the United States, the European Union, and Japan are slowing, with growth between 1 and 2%. Emerging markets, from India to parts of Africa, are doing better, averaging 4 to 5%. Trade routes are shifting, supply chains are adapting to new realities, and technology is reshaping entire industries. But behind these numbers is a complex web, different sectors contributing in different ways, each with its own challenges. Part 2. Sector-by-sector analysis. 1. Services sector, the global powerhouse. Services now make up over half of global GDP. Think about banking, tourism, healthcare, education, transport, entertainment, and IT. In developed countries like the US or the EU, services contribute up to 65 to 70% of economic output. In developing nations, it's rising fast. Call centers in the Philippines, fintech hubs in Kenya, and medical tourism in Thailand show how services can leapfrog traditional manufacturing. Yet the service economy depends heavily on human capital, skills, education, and connectivity, meaning investment in people is as important as investment in infrastructure. 1. Industry and manufacturing, the backbone of production. While services dominate GDP share, industry is still the workhorse of global trade. From car plants in Germany to electronics assembly lines in Vietnam, manufacturing creates the goods that move across oceans. In 2025, industrial growth is steady, but not spectacular. China's factories are producing 6% more than last year. India's industrial output is rising, and even in developed nations, automation is keeping production competitive. Mining and energy remain vital subsectors, providing raw materials and powering economies, but also facing pressure to decarbonize and adapt to clean energy demands. 3. Agriculture, feeding the world. Agriculture may only contribute around 4% of global GDP, but it feeds every human being on Earth. In Africa, nearly half the workforce is still in farming. Challenges include climate change, water scarcity, and market access. Technology is transforming agriculture. Precision farming, drones, and AI-powered crop monitoring are making food production smarter and more efficient, but the benefits are unevenly distributed. 4. Digital economy, the fastest-growing frontier. The digital economy, covering e-commerce, cloud computing, digital finance, and AI, is now worth around 15% of global GDP, nearly double what it was 2 decades ago. Countries that master digital skills gain a competitive edge. South Korea's 5G networks, Estonia's e-governance, India's digital payment systems, all examples of tech shaping prosperity. But the rise of the digital economy also raises questions. How do we protect jobs from automation? How do we ensure everyone has access to the internet? How do we safeguard privacy? 5. Emerging high-growth sectors, the game changers. Biopharmaceuticals, renewable energy, semiconductor production, and artificial intelligence are sectors set to define the next decade. These industries are not just about making money. They're about solving problems, from health to climate change, and from energy shortages to global connectivity. Part 3. Global challenges and structural trends. Geopolitical tensions. Trade routes are changing due to strategic rivalries. Climate transition. Green energy investments are accelerating, but fossil fuels still dominate. Investment slowdown. Foreign direct investment fell by 11% last year, with poorer nations most affected. Inequality. Wealth gaps within and between countries are growing. AI revolution. Productivity gains are real, But so are risks to employment and ethics. These factors are pushing the world into what economists call strategic interdependence. Nations still need each other, but partnerships are based on resilience and security, not just efficiency. AOE Vision Takeaway. The global economy is more connected than ever, but also more fragile. Every sector, from a farmer's field to a coder's laptop, is part of the same ecosystem. At AOE Vision, we believe understanding this connection helps us become better global citizens, making choices in our personal, professional, and political lives that create fairness, sustainability, and shared growth. Because the economy is not just about numbers, it's about people, communities, and our shared future. I'm Inder, and this was AOE Vision. Everywhere, every time. Stay informed, stay kind, and stay connected.